Awesome. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. A little under the weather, so apologize if I didn't shake your hand this morning. I don't want to spread anything. Got a little man cold is what I call it. And it's real. My wife makes fun of me, but the man cold is real. I'm Matthew Soto with Soto Real Estate Group here at Keller Williams. We have two offices. This is our small business center. We have another one in Richardson. That's what we call our market center. We have over, I believe, 350 agents within the two. Something that, I don't know if everybody knows, but real estate is an industry that a lot of people get into. We have over, I think, 60,000 realtors here in the DFW area. Now, that doesn't mean everybody sells real estate. Unfortunately, it is easy to get your real estate license, and that's why everybody does it. You see these HGTV, these flip your homes, I'm going to get rich, I can sell a house, and I can retire when I'm 40. Well, unfortunately, that's not true. So whenever you're interviewing for an agent, I always say you need to ask them how long they've been in the business, but how many houses have they sold? They can carry their license for 20 years, but only sell a house a year. Do you think they're the right person to represent you? Do you think they know what's new, what's going to get a house sold? I mean, probably not. I mean, we've been very blessed and fortunate. I first licensed in 2005 when the market, and I was doing it part-time. I was one of those people. I was getting out of high school, and I thought I could make it rich in real estate. Well, what I didn't know was it was a cutthroat industry. Nobody wanted to show you, mentor you, and help you along the way in those times. So when the market crashed, I didn't survive. From part-time, I just went back to stayed at my full-time job, and I just didn't do anything for almost 8 years. Got tired of the corporate world and working for somebody, and I said, I'm getting back into real estate. So I got my license reactivated at the end of 2014. My wife was on maternity leave, and I walked in one day, and she's like, what are you doing home? I said, I quit my job. She started laughing and said, no, you're crazy. I said, no, I'm not. I did. I said, call up there. I went into my manager's office. I was in management position, but I went into my manager's office, and I tossed her my keys and said, I quit. I was tired of working 80 hours a week with no health insurance, no benefits, and all I was a number to this corporate job. And I said, I'm getting back into real estate. I loved it when I did it in 2005. I sold some houses then, and I wanted to work for myself. So I really started in January 2015 when I was really marketing myself back into the business. First year we sold 15 houses. Second year we sold 18. 2017 we sold 33. I mean, so since 2015 we've been blessed and fortunate to have helped over 120 families and individuals in real estate.
Wow.
So it's been a great blessing to get back into real estate where we're growing now. We have a team. My wife has joined me part-time. We have a part-time admin. We have a broker associate that's on our team, and we're looking for other people to grow because there's a need in the real estate industry where you need to find those passionate people who really love helping individuals. We do what's right by the client. If we made a mistake, we make it right. We don't do it just for a commission check. There's so many agents out there who aren't as educated, who don't take care of their clients, and who just want to think that, I'm only in it for the money. And it's crazy how poorly represented they are. Right now I'm working on my broker's license, just to have that one extra step on other individuals. So something that we do different is every year the National Association of Realtors puts out a 200-page report, and it's all driven by data. And it goes from what's selling homes, what buyers are doing, what percentage, where. I mean, it's a crazy report. And what we do is we study that throughout the year. We want to make sure that we're using the data, because data is the new gold. And that's why Google, Amazon, it's all data driven businesses now. We use that to make sure we're properly marketing our clients' properties. 93% of first-time and repeat home buyers start online. And if you ever notice, we're in a technology world now. Everything begins on this. So what we do is, that's where we market. We are everywhere. You can Google me. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, the new thing, TikTok that everybody's on. I mean, we have a mobile website that's, people can view houses on their home. This is where it is. With 93% of buyers looking online, you have to have that presence. And we have to have that for our sellers, because if not, we're not looking out for their best interest. So we make sure we do old school techniques and new school techniques to make sure we properly market our clients' homes. From postcards, from ads, to everything on social media. We even have our clients and educate them to put them on nextdoor.com. If they're not in our neighborhood, we don't have access to that. So we give them the pictures, the scripts, and stuff to put on there so that they can market their own house as well. We still do open houses. We do tons of things. We did create some unique programs. So for teachers, military, police officers, emergency police, you got to understand, especially doctors. I mean, you think that they make a lot of money? They have a lot of debt. And it's crazy. They have six-figure debt, and so it's hard for a lot of them to qualify to purchase a home. So nurses as well. Educators don't make a lot of money in our school systems, unfortunately. They're educating our next generations, and yet they probably make under $50,000. And so in order for them to qualify for a house, it's hard. And if they do, it's probably not in the best of neighborhoods that they want to, but they want that home ownership. So we give back to them. We help them out as much as we can. We either give back to them at closing, we give back to them to their classrooms, or whatever it is. We just take that extra mile step in and help them out as much as we can. Free appraisals from our partners that we use and stuff. We have programs where we have what we call love it or leave it. So a lot of times in 12 months when you purchase your home, what happens if something happens and you get relocated for your job? You don't have a lot of equity built up into your house. So what we offer is a love it or leave it for the first 12 months. So if you have to leave it, or for instance, your spouse or partner doesn't love it after the 6th month and they're tired of it, we'll help them sell it for free on our end. They still have to pay the other side of the transaction, but for us, we'll help them sell it for free, because we know that they don't have any equity built up into their house. So if they put the house back on the market within the first year, they're going to be upside down and coming out of pocket. We have guaranteed sold programs, so we can sell your house within 90 days, or we'll sell it for free. Or we back what we say we're going to do. If we say we're going to get your house sold, we're going to get it sold. If we don't, and then 90 days comes, we'll cut our commission and don't charge you anything and continue to market your house to get it sold. So there's just some unique things that we do. I'd love to tell y'all more about it on one-on-ones, or of anybody who's there. But how many of y'all have bought a home in, let's say, the past 5 years? It's very little. So the past 5 years, our market has been extremely high, especially in 2017. Houses couldn't stay on the market. You'd see people put, "Oh, I sold this house in one day." Anybody can sell a house in one day in 2017. It's, it literally is. I mean, my colleagues here can probably attest to that. That time you just put the house on the market, you'll have 10 offers on it. Well, times have slowed down. We're still in a positive upswing. The market's still growing. People are still moving here. Lots of companies still buying. And when they buy, like in Frisco and Plano, these businesses and corporations, I mean, they can't afford that type of housing sometimes, so they go out to the outskirts. That's why you see Wiley, Murphy, Saxe, LeVon out that way. Everybody is growing out this way. And so there's always going to be a need for somebody who needs some type of house. We're here to help them. But, like I said, I mean, it's a great time. Properties are still appreciating. Interest rates are super cheap right now. I mean, we're in the low 3s now. If the credit's A1. So, I mean, times are great. If you have a lot of equity built up, we'd love to help you pull that out and do what you need to do with it, whether it's invest back in your business, downsize, invest in other properties, and start building your investment portfolio. It's never too late to start investing into real estate. But I'm Matthew Soto with Soto Real Estate Group. Does anybody have any questions or anything? Anybody want to know about me, or I'm an open book. You can ask me anything.
I think you've got some awesome programs, some well thought out strategy.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
How long did you have the mustache?
Huh? How long have I've had the mustache for now, I think 2.5, 3 years. I can't grow facial hair, if you can see. None of this grows. So all the gentlemen with beards, it'd take me a lifetime to grow that.
I
This is
don't
probably
like facial hair.
So I've had the mustache for about 3 years, and it grew on me. I mean, it started out like this small, you know, and then all of a sudden my wife's like, well, why don't we keep it? Why don't we make that part of your brand? So you'll see my logo, like on my cars, my branding is the house with the mustache, and that's what I brand myself as your mustache realtor. Yeah, so it's been about 3 years now that I've done it. It's very rememberable. People remember me always by it.
Yeah.
Branding.
Matt, you didn't talk about how you also practice what you preach, and last year Matt and Diana bought a investment
Yeah,
house.
so like I said, it's never too
people
late
that
to buy
piece
an
as well.
investment property. We bought our first investment property last year and we got a killer deal. It took me about 3 months to find it, but that's what I was looking for. I mean, we bought this house, it appraised for $12,000 more than what we bought it. We got the seller to pay all of our closing costs, and we're cash flowing almost $500 a month from it. So we're now able to take that and use part of that income to invest into another property. So I mean, it's never too late to invest real estate. There's always going to be a appreciation, and it just depends on how long you've owned it and when it's the right time to sell it. You know, even if the market crashed, which is probably not like it did back in the year, your house is always going to be appreciated. If you have to sell it, you know, or if you're able to hang on to it for a few more years for it to go back up, then that's the right time to sell. But in real estate, you always have value there.
So tax appraisal is about to come up.
Yep.
Notices are about to go out. I protest every year.
Every
Matter
year.
of fact, I have a standard letter, but this year, are housing prices still going up?
So this is what what the consumers don't know about tax appraisal. That is not your market value. Tax appraisals have their own algorithms that they use, but what they don't know is they do have access to see what homes sell for. They don't use it, but they do have access to it. It's crazy. So what I always tell my clients, you should protest your taxes every single year. You take pictures of a small crack, even if it's nothing, and you go and protest it and make it seem like the world is ending, your house is collapsing. What we do a lot of times is we try to pull comps, and we'll try to find some to where you can use and go and say, hey, my house isn't valued at that, this is what this is. It's hard though, because they know the market is appreciating. You know, so and it's hard for us to find those comps because we know that the houses around you have appreciated. So yes, I should always I protest my client. And what's the worst thing they're going to say? No, but maybe you get lucky and you're able to save $10,000 off your taxes. So
But
yes.
isn't all the information in your protest available if you decide to sell your house?
Nope. Like I said, the tax value is way different from what your market value is of what you can sell your house for. I tell people all the time, go fight your taxes. Don't give what you don't need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but most people burn it down for market.
Well, it just depends. I mean, it depends on the type of market.
I mean,
You know,
aren't you giving them ammunition?
we try, but because the market's so hot for home buyers who want a house, sometimes there are multiple offers on a house. And if you want that house, you have to go over what it's listed for to buy it. So yeah, I mean, it just depends. We're not in the old time where you're able to negotiate a bunch from the sellers because houses, they can say, sorry, I'll go to the next buyer who ain't asking for that. I mean, when you sell your house, you want the most money. And when you're buying, you want to get the best deal. But the ultimate goal is that you want to get into a house that you love, that you feel comfortable in for you and your family.
Very good. If there's any more questions, you can see
Yeah, you can see me
after the meeting. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.